Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Why, Madam Askew, do you have any plans for this Saturday, December 13th?
Why, yes, I do! In fact, I am going to the most delightful tea party hosted by the Tucson Steampunk Society.
A tea party?
Not just any
do
tea
tell.
party, madam. No, we're going to have the most delightful time at their Dickens tea party.
Huzzah! The Dickens Tea Party is already upon us?
Indeed, it's the 3rd annual tea party they've done, and there will be so much merriment. There will be tea dueling, of course, which, you know, there usually is no death because it's Dickens tea, and we reserve that for other holidays. And then there will be some amusements of a musical variety provided by the Borderland Celts, who are a delightful assemblage from Bisbee, which is
Fabulous!
It's a small town somewhere in the Arizona territories.
Small town with large talent.
Large talent, a great deal. In fact, one might even say they put the long in the oolong.
Will there be tiffin?
There will be tiffin. There'll be so many varieties of tiffin to enjoy with one's tea. And there will be endless pots of tea for those who like to indulge in the most perfect beverage ever created in the universe.
Hear, hear. Well, and last year was so much fun. What with the costume contests? And the table decorating contests?
Oh, yes, the table decorating contest. I believe there was a certain octopus who,
Yes, Octavia.
Yes.
She made her debut. Yes.
She took the field by storm, I believe.
Yes. For the group table decorating contest.
For the group table.
We had a lovely Mad Hatter Tea Party win for the solo table.
Indeed, It was marvelous, and I believe that lady is also entering the table decorating competition again this year. So the competition will be fierce, and the prizes will be equally interesting to...
Oh, and don't forget the silent auction. Yes.
Oh, yes.
There's so many delightful things to be had.
And they're all presented and provided by local artisans who've made them themselves in their very own local workshops.
Oh, yes. Dear Mama took her...
She's been crocheting quite a lot.
Yes, she took one of her items last year took the highest, I believe.
Yes, I believe you're right.
It is quite true. There was a great deal of fearsome competition for the octopus, I believe.
Yes, it was. Very fierce.
Yes, although I have heard rumors of an Octopus 2.0.
Octopus 2.0?
Oh, more octopi are always welcome at our tea parties.
Hear, hear.
So that will be on Saturday, as you mentioned, the 13th of December, and it begins at 2 and will finish, in the early evening.
One must never rush tea.
Yes,
No,
don't rush tea. Yes.
should be leisurely. While people are there, they may find themselves drawn to the Victorian photo booth, where they can have pictures taken by a delightful gentleman with the name Brandon Lee from Radiant Helix Media. And there will be other photos provided by a gentleman of Edward Stramler.
Yes, he'll be documenting our the Dickens tea.
Indeed, he is a marvelous photographer, and we will be hosting this fantastical tea at the First United Methodist Church near the University of Arizona. It's located at 4th and Park, approximately, and there's parking right there, right behind the
Immediately
church.
adjacent.
Indeed.
And if memory serves correctly, you still have time to pre-purchase your tickets for a slightly cheaper price than if you were to pay at the door. Is that still correct?
That is correct. One may buy an adult ticket for $20 in advance up until the day before the tea. The day
12th.
of the tea, one must pay slightly more at the door, $25. Children, however, being the precious souls that they are, 12 and under are always free at our tea
Excellent,
parties.
excellent. Well, I know where we're going to be this weekend.
Definitely, this Saturday we're going to be at the 3rd annual TSS Dickens Tea.
Please, I hope to see you all there.
Oh, do join us.
It'll be so merry. Alright, when we last left the Unlikely Fellowship, we had just finished eating Bertram.
And he was tasty.
Waste not, want not.
Oh, Bertram.
Incredibly marbled. I assume as the spears entered him, they also tenderized.
Yeah, of course we packed leftovers for the road, of course. Woo! And but let us remind our listeners about Thundertree, which is our destination currently. Thundertree used to be a prosperous village east of Neverwinter, and until the nearby Mount Hottenau erupted 30 years ago, and my parents fled, taking me with them. But now it was my destiny to return to Thundertree and revive the town. But we fear there may be dragons.
Oh, we're supposed to find the Druid.
That's true.
Druid.
Yep.
Because he knows where, hopefully,
I still think
my castle is.
we should have gone to that banshee.
You're gonna
Here he goes, wailing about the banshee.
If we went to the banshee, Bertram wouldn't be dead.
We don't know that. We can never know what fate awaited Bertram.
Well, we do know what fate awaited him.
Barbecue.
We're digesting it.
And welcome again to D&D Journey of the 5th edition. Okay, so, hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing? Sit back, relax, and get ready for D&D Journey to the 5th edition.
Ooh, and rate us on iTunes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep, please rate us on iTunes so other folks can find us and enjoy us as well.
Also, say which favorite character. Hint, it's Salted Elf. Salted Elf.
Oh, the ladies like the salted elf.
Oh no, it's Thrain all the way.
No, Thrain's got magic fingers.
I see Thrain personally.
How
like
dare
the-
you? The
yeah,
ladies
it's
love
Thrain.
my staff.
Yes, but we
It's
like
a
the
glass
teal more.
Sorry, man. All the ladies are Team Dwarf.
We're getting ready for the Hobbit. We have to be
It's like
Let's talk about how good the Hobbit is.
Keely, Thrain.
Thorin.
It's been too long since I have seen my cousins.
His shield's not the only thing I'll fight.
Oh, dear.
I fear for their safety.
I like a good stiff joke.
And, yep, that is inspiring.
Yes, I believe we do still have a rescue mission to consider, all joking aside.
Thundertree awaits. Let's move.
But what knowledge could that book have held that the Banshee has?
We'll go
I am
back to the
this
Banshee.
much closer to my destiny.
And besides, it's not like
It'll be
she
the first
actually-
time I walk in Thundertree again since I was but a child.
Careful that you don't burn your
It's
foot.
like, yeah, it makes me wonder, how come you're so
Nothing can
hot
stop.
about this place when you ain't never been there?
I was there. We had to flee. Thundertree calls to me. It is part of my destiny.
Yeah,
Well,
you
but-
remembered all that from the baby, huh?
Well, of course,
Those
my
who
parents
travel with
shared, and
companions
I
with
kinda,
destiny.
picked it up
Your,
myself.
Usually
your
don't
destiny
fare
has
so
also
well.
led us into the hands of bugbears.
And took us out again. We need I ask, how did we survive the bugbears? My destiny.
Magic, her shield.
It all works together.
It's a certain alchemy of destiny and brute force that seems to get us through these
I
remarkable
feel though if
situations.
I'm
we
going to
took
die surrounded
With
by
a dash
fools.
of brutality.
if we took
dash of brutality.
if we took this this destiny out of the equation, we'd get into a lot less situations and survive them still.
No, we
Yeah. Maybe, maybe not.
The GM will now describe what happens when we arrive at Thundertree.
So,
Beyond Thundertree.
Are we there yet?
Beyond Thundertree.
so gradually the trail becomes an old, overgrown lane winding between dilapidated buildings, choked in vines and brush. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, rises a steep hill, as I point to the map, upon which stands a stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and an adjoining cottage. A dirt road hugs the base of the hill.
Everything looks burnt.
Well, I think it's pretty much grown.
It's been 30
over
years.
by
Things
now.
And winds its way between old stone houses, many of which are roofless ruins with interiors open to the weather. Other buildings appear more or less intact. The whole place is eerily silent.
Sir Knight, what's your relation to this village? It looks abandoned.
As I already explained, my family...
In character. In character.
Repeat it ad nauseum.
Your family, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, a wooden sign nailed to a post nearby reads, "Danger! Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Well, there it is. Okay,
How
so are we
very
going to go to the
Bates and
Banshee?
Toyland. A sign? Seriously?
My goodness, zombies. Are they really a thing, zombies? I thought that was, fairy tales to help little ones go to sleep at night.
We fought mage abominations with one eye.
Well,
Why do zombies surprise you?
Well, they weren't zombies. They were mage abominations. That's an entirely different thing, isn't it? They don't eat your brains, the mage abominations.
And just to give you a brief idea on the map here, squares are 10 feet instead of the usual 5. And when you look at the map here, any building you see that's completely crumbled like that is ruins. If they're solid, they still actually are roughly untouched and have a roof and secure.
I feel like we should split the party.
No.
All look in
Don't
different
you
areas.
know, you never split the party.
No, that's dumb.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Let's keep doing it. Yeah.
They're being manipulated by the mage.
That's what he does.
Quelle surprise.
So what are you guys going
Not
to
like
do?
I have 2 spells that control people's minds.
Let's go to Galen's house. Oh, that's right. There is no house.
Oh, little one, you're on borrowed time.
I don't. Well, everything's borrowed. Yeah, to a halfling rogue.
But what does bring us here? What's
We need to find the
We're-
druid.
Oh yes, the druid.
The
I've
druid
got
that
honey
you were
biscuits
informed-
for
Yes, we're looking in the burnt town for the foresting druid.
Well, it's kind of overgrown.
Perhaps he's helping the land to heal itself. Druids do that sort of thing.
Hold it. What
Perhaps-
was his name again?
Perhaps he even put a sign there to warn people away.
I was wondering who put the sign there.
Perhaps.
It's not like when we, my folks put it up when we fled.
His name is Rida.
Let's go where the strange mini is.
Are you shouting this out?
Yes.
No, excuse me. What did I tell you? Okay, first of all,
Nothing.
there's a sign for plant monsters and zombies.
Okay.
Not to mention the fact that dragon that we must destroy.
Well, the sign didn't say anything about dragon.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's a friendly dragon.
Not all
Elliot.
Not all dragons.
Yes.
Is
we
it
be puffed
nighttime or
to-
daytime?
It is daytime.
That's good.
It's
That
about
makes this
midday
way
because
less creepy.
thankfully you guys did, sleep the night before. You're fully rejuvenated,
Oh, yeah, we're full.
fully rested, belly full of oxen.
Oh, Bertram.
Well, I'm going to say, just out loud, we mean no harm in Draconic. So if there is a dragon, hopefully, we don't mean any harm.
Okay, so you're shouting this out at the top of your lungs.
Just saying it. Just.
Okay, let's
Well, I
okay.
think stealth
let's
would
put our
be
group somewhere.
optimal.
We're heading that way.
You guys are right here.
You've seen us stealth, right?
Well, I've seen us attempt stealth.
I think we've earned our moniker and our descriptors very, very well. I mean, we are foolishly daring.
Mm-hmm. So where would you guys like to head?
The place with the strange mini.
It's Galen's home. Why doesn't she pick?
I'd say we go to the first building that does not seem destroyed.
These are all destroyed.
Those are destroyed, but that one looks
That
intact.
seems slightly intact, and this one seems slightly.
Let's go to number 3.
Three's
Want me to
closest.
run ahead and investigate?
Sounds
No!
good. Yes. Yes.
I think
There's
that's very
nothing wrong
I
with
think it-
reconnoitering.
I think, in fact, before she asked, she's already done it.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's gone.
Okay, so you're dashing ahead of everybody.
Uh-huh.
And just
And I'm
gonna-
gonna...
When you get to this building, you see that once upon a time, this was obviously a drinking house because the sign that was on the ground covered in dust refers to this as the Brown Horse. And this old rotten wood sign.
Or it could be a racist stable.
It's not the prancing pony.
Okay, so the sign shows the faded image of a workhorse holding a flagon of ale. The building is sagging and dilapidated, but it is more intact than the ruins across the road.
Okay, do I hear anything? I'm going to do
You-
perception.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh my god, not the plants.
A 19!
You hear nothing
Do I
but
see
the
anything?
slight breeze. Are you going to go up to the windows? You're
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're jumping up to look in the windows. They have little wooden slats, but you
But
see
you
nothing
can't
but
reach them.
darkness and dust inside the room.
Nothing moving.
Nothing moving. It's as quiet as a
plants.
grave
I'm
inside
going to try
there.
the door. Silent as a
Okay.
tomb. I'm going to see real quiet, like, see if the door is...
Okay, the door doesn't seem to be locked, but it does seem to be wet, swollen from moisture and years. You're gonna have to do a strength check to pull the door open because it's just jammed in the frame.
Okay. And an 8.
You
Is there a window she can pop in? I think that's more
well, the
like a-
windows are shuttered windows, so basically they're not
Imagine
open.
to reach the
Okay.
door.
But if someone wants to help her open,
I'm gonna
the
head
door-
over there.
Okay.
Screw
We
this
should all
stuff.
head over.
Yeah.
Are you all heading over?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I think they know we're here now, and as I say that, I'm going to boot the door open.
Okay, give me a quick strength check.
There's nothing quite like
I really
And I
want
want
you
to do it correctly.
I really want you to roll a 1. That's all I'm saying. I'm hoping.
You are inspired to kick this door in
Well, I said something cool.
because
now
it's
it
an
seems
ale
dumb.
house and you're a dwarf.
10s plus
You-
2, 12.
You got it. You basically bust the door open. As the door slams back and shrieks forward, you notice that there's just dust and ash inside there. And it looks like a few bodies in the room.
How old are the
Bodies.
bodies?
Are they?
Bodies.
Let me check the medicine
Skeletons
check.
or
Ooh, I have no idea that they're even bodies.
You definitely believe you would need to get closer to
Those
investigate
are
the bodies.
definitely things.
Okay, we'll get closer and check them out.
Okay, so you're going into the room?
Yeah.
Poke it with the stick.
How long does
I'm going
mage
into the
armor
room.
last again?
Well, I mean, there was that word about zombies. Poke it with the stick.
It's like
Bodies.
Okay.
Wait, was it
so
plants
is anyone
and
going
zombies?
in with the door?
plant monsters in there.
I
I'm
would
just going to
go
shoot an arrow
in
into one of them.
as a shield friend.
They're bodies
of
after all.
Thrain's.
Okay.
I'm gonna go head towards one of the bodies. I know they mentioned zombies, so I'm not an idiot.
Okay.
I'll poke it first.
Okay. As soon
Girl,
as you
we're
poke
cleaning
it,
house.
as soon as you poke it, you notice ash fall off the form as it starts to
Ash
slowly
zombies.
lumber up and just.
So I was.
Initiative.
Well, wait.
And everyone.
Ash zombies.
roll
Before I
initiative.
tried to tell you before we went in, I cast mage armor with my staff.
Okay. Don't forget to mark off
You
one of the
know,
charges of
I-
your staff.
I must have the magic box.
Oh, yes,
9.
you may have the magic box. Let me make you space.
Thank you.
9.
There you go, my dear.
15.
The magic box.
But again, it's
13.
Wow, you actually got a double digit there.
I know.
It's
so
your
exciting.
dexterity bonus.
Oh, it says right there. I'm stupid. 5. I was too busy using my awesome staff to get to mage armor. I'm going
He's
next.
playing with his staff again, people.
That's
He's
just
polishing
not
it.
good.
You know you like it.
It's very shiny.
Okay, Gaelen, what did you get?
15.
19.
And 3?
9. Which is too bad. 'cause I could get rid of them.
You can feel better that you're not
Okay.
the
So he
last
can
one.
turn evil mode out.
So, Nimbleneck, you notice as he's poking the bodies, the 3 bodies are starting to get up. with
Shoot an
ash
arrow!
falling off the desiccated
Bunk.
forms. So, you're shooting an arrow at the one right next to him that he's poking?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Okay, go ahead and roll a strike.
The arrow goes.
And we didn't botch.
That's
Didn't
good.
Arrow
botch.
goes hissing past me.
But we
Arrow
missed.
goes hissing past the zombie
Tilda missed.
and strikes the dartboard that was on the wall across the room. Dust piddling off of it to a small cloud.
We friend, there'll
Well,
be
did it get
time.
a bullseye?
We friend, there'll be time for games later.
It only
Hold on,
got-
let's roll. No, I did not. get a
it
bullseye.
barely hit the target.
Would have been awesome if it.
It hit the rim.
Just house roll it.
All right, Gaelen, what are you going to do?
Do I have line of sight?
On the ones, if you're in the doorway, yes.
Okay, then I am going to shoot an arrow.
You're going to shoot an arrow at the one adjacent to Thrain?
Yes.
Botch.
Okay.
That's your
man.
father
She's
you're
not
talking
gonna
about.
Harsh.
That's terrible.
It's like,
Remember,
we like him,
if
he
anyone
heals
needs to
us.
sacrifice a virgin to the dragon, throw the mage out there.
Oh no, he's been doing a lot of praying. He ain't no virgin.
Yeah, you forgot. I prayed the prey out of that.
14.
14 will hit.
You can think of it as a form of worship.
There was definitely the word missionary involved.
You're too young to know that.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
14.
You're 14.
Yeah, 14.
Don't pretend you're not 14.
I'm 14.
Because he just had a birthday.
Okay,
folks.
your arrow
Happy
flies
birthday!
out. Happy birthday! Your arrow flies out, hits the zombie. Just as it does, there's a huge puff of ash that starts to surround your dwarven friend.
Whoa, no.
Can I cast mage
Thrain.
armor on others?
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
We
As
don't want
this
him
ash
zombie.
is being
Poison
puffed.
and poison-like things. Dwarven resilience.
Nope, it's not a poison.
Zombie dwarf.
Oh no.
That would be bad.
12.
12. You have made your save, so we do not know what the ash puff does.
Okay.
Yay.
My turn.
As there's a small cloud of light volcanic ash in the air.
My turn.
Okay.
No.
They're
It
rising from
is
the ashes. They're phoenixes.
Lady Corlynn's turn.
I shall stride forward to the aid of my dear companion
Whatever
and
his name
The
is.
dusty
the
dwarf.
delightful dwarf Thrain, and I shall smite this senseless creature
Smite, smite,
dares
smite,
to
smite.
attack my friend,
Oh.
and I shall smite it.
Wow.
Yeah, you definitely hit it.
You smite the
That's
smite out
some,
of
that's
that.
some nice fighting there.
There's smiting. I believe that's a 21.
That will
hit
definitely
it.
That's a
definitely hit.
definite smiting.
He was definitely
Smitings
smote.
and fighting.
Smiting.
Smitings and bitings.
All right, so it's
Munchies and munches.
Yeah.
Not to
D8.
quote the Black Cauldron movie, but the
Oh,
books were
not a
fantastic.
lot of damage.
The Disney
See.
movie was an atrocity.
2, 3,
The Black Cauldron.
6.
What's that?
The book
Six?
it's the Prydain Chronicles. It's a
Okay,
book
the
based
zombie
on
is still on
Welsh
its feet, but
legends.
it's got a huge gash
Fabulous
going
young
through
adult
it.
There are
series.
3 total.
What's
But
that?
there's
3
a guy
zombies total?
Fergie.
3 that you can
Crunchings
see,
and
yeah.
munchings.
Okay.
Smitings
turn.
and
Let's
Like
go
that.
add that
bitings.
in. Next is going to be the zombie.
Shimbish.
Zombish. Okay, so these two will
You know,
get
we
up.
did see a sign. We knew they were there.
I said we should have left. No
So?
one listens.
No, we're here for destiny.
No, we have to clean up
Just
this
to
town.
ask you guys,
Exactly.
are you good with this placement, or do you want to switch it?
That's fine.
No, the mage should be in the front.
How can Thundertree
Said no
be
one.
prosperous
There's a
again
wall
if we
right
have
there.
ash?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, then
Do you
perhaps.
want
can't.
you on the outside?
Yeah.
I'll go there because, you know, Thrain's slightly shorter.
Yes.
So
they
they
can
can
shoot over me.
shoot over his head.
You
Okay.
have to try and remember.
So
not
the
to
3
talk
zombies
Nothing
are going
goes
to get
over my
very
head.
close and personal with you
Okay.
as you hear a slamming against the door.
Shimbish.
Don't let that one in.
Okay, and the zombies,
Which
2
one
are going to be
first?
attacking you,
All right.
and 1 will be attacking you.
Go for
The
it.
one that's all beat up. Okay, so the first zombie is going
Remember,
to
if you-
slam Lady
If
Corlynn.
you heal
or
it,
he's
it
attempt
does
to slam
damage to
her.
it.
Will an 11 hit you?
No.
Probably.
Definitely your shield comes up in time to hear the beating of the disgusted ash-covered beast. The second one will swing at you.
And
Even more impotently and miss horribly as dust is starting to pilfer in the air.
take that, vile fiend.
And then the one that's going after Thrain.
That fiend's so wild.
Ooh, we're rolling 18. Will that hit?
Yes.
Okay. You take four points of
Big
damage
deal.
as its fist bashes into your chest, beefily.
Oh no.
How can it be beefly? It's a zombie. It shouldn't have much beef left.
It's preserved by the volcanic ash.
Perhaps
Ah.
it's juicily.
It's rancid.
The rage keeps it going. Okay, my turn.
No, it's a bit dry.
It is
It's ashy.
your turn.
It's ashy beef.
In my left hand, behind the shield, of course, is the symbol of the wheel. So I'll pull the shield back, and I'll say, your time on the path is long since done. Be gone from here. Turn undead. Wisdom save.
Okay.
Inspiration for that,
That
man.
was devout, too. That was
That
that
was
deserves
inspiringly
inspiration.
devout.
Hey,
was.
I'm
Tired
always
of this
happy.
zombie shit.
What's the save number?
DC 13.
The one wisdom, which they should have zilch. Oh, -2. Yeah,
Zombies
that's
aren't
one.
known to be wise.
Okay, well, 13?
Oh.
Basically, so what happens when they fail their save?
They can only move away from me. That's it. They
Okay.
can't take any other actions.
Yeah,
They
so
can't
we're
even make
doing-
reflex saves.
I
Okay.
will like to point out
You can still shoot
it's a
them, but they're
small
still.
room.
That's fine, but they
They'll go
can't
against
get.
the wall.
They cannot fight
They'll
us. They
cringe
cannot.
away.
Okay.
They'll
Attacking
cringe.
them doesn't change it. You
The
can,
So
light-
it's like shooting zombies in a barrel?
you can
The
totally
light
kill
of the
them now.
wanderer is going to cringe them away.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
assume there's some dusky light that comes from the.
Beams of light reflect off your shield, holy symbol,
radiance.
lighting
I
the
do
room.
love that turn undead business. It's
And our dear
Ah.
salted elf, what shall you do?
Finish him off, my
First.
friend.
Okay, so I know that zombies have been a thing, but can I make a guess on this ash thing?
Sure.
Please.
Go
Like
for
maybe
it.
a dragon birthed them
Arcane.
Yeah, you can go with an arcane.
That's going to be a 7. No.
up.
Okay.
You're going,
That's ass.
zombies.
There's something there. I
Okay,
can't put
ash.
my name
But
on
that-
I think maybe they were smokers.
So, because I know my doctrine spells don't do them, I'm going to do a spray. Spell from. What's it called? I forgot. Ray Frost. That
Ray
one.
Frost.
Freeze ray.
Okay.
That one.
Freeze, which one are you going to hit with the freeze ray? The one
Finish
that's
off
already
the one
been
that's
wounded?
damaged.
The one that's damaged.
Okay.
Focus fire.
Okay, that's also a 7.
A 7?
Light bulb.
A 7 misses.
I expected.
Your frost ray goes
It's
flying
the
into
dust.
the room
Get in your eye.
and hits Tilda's arrow and
Wait,
freezes
wait.
it on the
No,
wall.
let's see where I hit. On the
Yeah, like
5. Not much better than you.
Okay, so back to the top of the order, Tilda.
Okay, can I see this guy?
No, he's in
You
another
can
room.
see both. You can't see this guy.
Okay.
This guy's in an
Okay,
adjacent
whichever
room.
one I can see, I'm gonna just take a shot
There's
at.
the one that's been
aren't
wounded
they
and the
Yeah.
one
legs
that's not
against
been
the
wounded.
wall?
The one that's been wounded.
On their turn, they're going to cringe away.
and
They
hold it.
can't-
That means I have advantage because they're behind. They're
adjacent
They're
to an ally.
adjacent, and
Yeah. So why don't you grab 2 dice?
yeah.
There you go.
So is a 13 good enough to hit?
Yes, it is.
Well, they can't
Okay.
make reflex saves or anything. They're just.
Okay, 13. So that means, Kerrie, can I borrow one of your 6-sided dice, please?
yes, of course.
Okay.
Let's see how long it lasts. Lasts a while.
Oh, damn. Well, that sucked.
Every point helps.
Okay, so...
Are you attacking the damaged one?
Yes. So that would be 7 points of damage.
7 points damage?
Yes.
7
Okay,
is nothing to
it's
sneeze at.
Big, chunky arrow sticking out of its throat now, but it's still lumbering and on
Good
its
God.
feet. Hey, the volcanic
Keep
ash is
it.
good. Preserves.
Take a licking and keep on ticking.
Alrighty, so...
We should get something.
Galen.
in a spot.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to shoot that guy again.
Oh wow, they're turned for 1 minute. So
Okay,
way past the combat.
They're definitely going to be busy for a while.
Woohoo!
It's gonna be like somebody on...
I'm pretty sure a 26 is gonna hit.
26 will definitely hit.
So.
And you're going for the same wounded one, right? Or are you
Yeah,
picking
I
a
was
new
gonna
target?
just take off that other
Okay.
one. But that was such a good roll. Maybe I should go
Just
for
go
one
for
of
the other one.
I'm gonna go for another one if
Okay.
you'll allow it.
I will allow it.
Because that was pretty awesome.
For number 2.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay, when your arrow shoots out and hits the one that's over here, all of a sudden it goes through and it rips into its chest, just tearing chunks out. But a huge poof of volcanic
I gotta
ash
stop doing
spreads
that.
out.
We're just gonna focus on rain. Can't stick it to the
Constitution
walls.
save, my friends.
Oh, no.
Oh, frack.
She didn't botch, but... she
Zombie.
didn't do well.
7. A 7.
Oh, 21.
Well, maybe it's because dwarves live underground and deal in volcanic areas, but unfortunately, Lady Corlynn in her fineries is not accustomed to breathing in volcanic ash. And when this ash blows into the air, it's giving her a powerful tickle.
No. She's allergic to igneous rock.
And you have now fallen under the effects of the
water.
ash puff, as it might be called.
Oh dear, not the
See?
ash puff.
Not
the ash puff.
A puff will kill you.
You unfortunately have gained disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks for 1 minute. But at the end of each of your turns, you can make a saving throw
Oh,
to
excellent.
try to cough it out.
We're going to let them retreat to the far wall and attack from range from now on.
Yeah.
Yes, good idea.
Hopefully we can hit.
All right, Lady Corlynn, it is your turn.
Well, I'm going to do this.
Okay, so it's
You
a
can-
straight roll.
Do you want to hold action until they move and then do a
Well,
range?
I have one right
Oh, you're right, you're already set.
and
It's
I-
already been hit.
It's-
You're already
There's
set.
one that's hanging on
Go
by
for
a
it.
thread.
Go
And
for
I'm
it.
just going to smite
Upside its head.
smite it with my long sword by the name of Talon. It's delightful.
It's magical.
I believe that the... Why did I roll 2?
I don't know,
Yes,
but I'll
because
give
you used
you...
inspiration.
Well, no, because inspiration
because
negates the disadvantage. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I like when your arms, you
Well-
missed all that on the radio, her little arms.
Arms flailing.
It's pretty funny.
Head on the table, face turning red.
She doesn't look too pleased.
No, it's just...
Should I re-roll?
Sure.
Yes, just roll one
Just
now.
pick one.
All right.
The other was
Why not
practice.
do
It was such a good roll, too.
Oh no, you made the brown die.
She made a loud sound.
Why did you roll the brown?
She's flailing her arms again.
She coughs
She rolled
as
a
you
one.
swing your magical sword. You literally feel, because of the cough, your fingertips loosen at the worst moment as the sword goes flying across the room,
And it lands right where my arrow is.
roll
See if
to
you get a bullseye.
stabbing into the dark.
Yeah, roll to see where.
I got a bullseye.
Stabbing bullseye in dartboard.
No, shoot your arrow and split it in half.
Would you like to move or make your saving throw?
Oh, I'll try
Make the
that.
saving
Saving throw.
Yay!
And you cough the last of
Coughed
the
it out.
ash out.
Yay.
She's still got Matilda as a backup.
That's
Yes,
true.
that is true.
It's true.
Matilda is always there in her moment of need.
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as that happens, you notice all of the zombies cowering from the Wanderer's light all go shirking back.
We so
behind.
appreciate that.
They're practically cowering by the bar, keeping away from the light that burns their ashen skin.
Just like real barflies would do. Shut the door!
My
Pour
sacred
me
flames.
another bite.
Seriously.
Okay, my turn,
Oh, not the
right?
dink.
it
My
is your
sacred
turn.
flames got to automatically hit because they can't make reflex saves, can they? No.
Nope.
Okay, so 1d8 radiant damage to the first one.
Okay. You want to roll the damage?
Yeah.
Roll it. Roll high.
Interesting. These guys are not immune to do not have vulnerability to radiant damage.
That seems
2?
odd.
That's
Are
terrible.
all
But
undead.
2 plus. 2
What are-
plus.
They're going to be strong against fire.
Yeah, 2 plus damage,
Volcano.
so 2.
Okay.
I might just have to axe them and deal with it.
Which one are you doing it to? The one that's got the arrows sticking
yes.
out of it? When you do that, it explodes into ash and desiccated body parts.
So burst of flame.
That's the best. That's the best type of body parts.
Yep.
Oh, indeed.
Clear yourself from the road.
As the banging from the door is stopped as well. All right. So we have the Salted Elf.
I'm going to try to ray faster.
You're going to try to ray frost the
As
cowering
he says,
zombie?
it's
Yeah.
ever so meekly.
I'm going to try. Well, because I don't want to spend any of my cool spells.
Oh, no, I totally agree. I totally agree.
So that's going to
That
be
is
that's
silly
that's going to be a 22. 22
Oh, yeah,
hits?
that's
It'll
gonna
hit,
hit.
yeah.
Yeah. 22 hits. That's going to be 6.
Okay.
Now, based on what we've read, people should, if they're describing cool combat maneuvers, get an advantage. If it's
Okay.
strategically awesome, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you say you're doing
dice.
yeah, basically you get advantage by doing that.
Yeah. Well, Jim and I were talking about this, so we'll have to try it. But you have to describe something that makes strategic sense.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Well, then
okay, this
that's
is
let me
cool.
let me redo. Let me
No,
redo.
no.
You already got a great roll.
But we are at the top of the order. Nimbleneck, what are you going to do?
You told me that before.
Let's see here. So we've got two left.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has taken 6 points of damage.
room.
Just because it's cool. Lady Corlynn, technically she doesn't impede me at all because of my stature. Okay.
Or lack thereof.
So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move forward, kind of like slide under her legs.
Cool.
And shoot like that.
I will give you
Stunt
that.
dice. Okay, so it's like, ha!
Which one are you shooting?
Okay, do the that was cute. She even had her arms out like in a bow.
Yeah, on my knees.
She's doing it again.
There'll be an arrow flying between your legs.
And I got a, what's my plus? Hold on,
You hit.
Which one are you shooting?
Yeah, you definitely
I got 21.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one?
I do love it when the arrows come
I
between
need
my
another
legs.
die. I need another 6-sided.
As opposed to
There's
into your
bound to be
Yes.
some bad jokes about, shafts of wood or something.
Oh! Okay, so 10, 16, 19 points of damage.
Oh, that thing's
It
not
goes
going well.
down. Your arrow literally cracks. Its desiccated head opens, and it just falls to the ground.
Is that the injured one or
Ash,
the uninjured
the,
one?
The injured one.
Okay.
Ash oozing out where a brain would have been. Powdered ash.
Oh dear, ash
like
zombies.
like sands through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives.
Gaelen, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna shoot me an arrow.
You're going to shoot Nimbleneck's arrow?
Oh yeah. Well, no, he's dead. Why would that matter?
Don't waste my arrow!
I'm gonna
I
shoot.
meant the arrow on the wall.
I know what you meant because that one.
You could be Robin Hood.
No, I'm about to, go all puffy on the neck. The lawn hasn't been puffed yet. So, sorry, I'm not doing any stunt dice.
Lives in Doubletree.
Maybe you should have. That didn't look too good.
Thundertree.
Thundertree.
Yeah, but it
So,
gets boring
was
if
that-
you do it
that
all
a-
That was a botch!
She reaches back.
I'm gonna
She's
let her roll again just to see how bad of a botch.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well, I think we can roll. We're not constantly hitting companions.
Oh, no, I was going to hit her in the back.
That's not what botch means, does it?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
I
is.
No.
All right, so I have to roll again.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You can just drop your weapon.
Oh, she's
No,
fine.
I'm fine.
Okay. So arrow goes flying off between your legs, but lands dead center, almost hitting her.
Oh.
My bad.
That arrow was not destined to hit anyone.
I'm so glad. I
Hey, as
didn't
long
take
as
an
it's
arrow
still
to the
intact,
knee.
I'm okay with that. Because I go retrieve. those
Apparently, that arrow did not have a destiny.
arrows.
Lady Corlynn, it is your turn.
Talon is where in the wall?
Dartboard.
Over here, if
The
you'd like to
dartboard.
retrieve
I
talent.
shall stride with force to the wall and pull forth Talon.
As though it were Excalibur?
Whoever
Indeed.
shall claim the sword from the dartboard, queen of the ball.
Claim this bar, my family's
And
territory.
we'll get this dwarf's hand in marriage.
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 Is what brings us together
I'm the
today.
luckiest dwarf in the world.
I imagine you're in a white flowing. You're in
the
a,
luckiest.
just so you know, viewers at home, he's in a white flowing dress.
The luckiest in this
If some boys in bed lots of some scimitar
His long blonde hair is flowing in the wind.
His dwarven beard is so delightfully plaited. It's flowing in the wind.
Okay.
And love, true love.
Away from Lady
The
Corrin's
zombie
dream sequence.
continues
To cower.
cringing.
Do I have any more activity at this point? Or is
Uh,
that it?
You can still move.
Oh, I will move forward to the zombie and I shall stand over it with
Menacingly.
my sword
Are you
raised.
sure?
You do know that
No one
zombie
else
has
can
been
do anything.
unpuffed yet.
All
Yes.
right, I'll perhaps
Don't get
She'll
too
stay
close.
there and ranged attackers will finish it
I'll
off.
strike a very valiant pose.
Because unless you want to be coughing again.
Oh, I hate the coughing. I'm valiantly pointing.
We know that
That
you.
says,
Thrain,
she's voguing
what
over
shall you
there.
do?
Radiant damage. 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Your radiant damage pours down.
Is that the one
burning
that's?
it.
Is that the one that's taken 6?
No, that's the one that has
It's
taken
a
nothing.
nun.
And as soon as the radiant damage hits it, all of a sudden you notice from the damage, the ash just explodes off its skin,
awesome.
puffing in a cloud around it.
A mushroom cloud.
Someone wants to knock open a window with an arrow.
That would be delightful.
Okay, and Sultan.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
Go
Are
for
you
it.
gonna unleash hell?
No, I'm gonna Ray Frost.
Well, that's like the HE
Okay,
hell.
well my plan
right.
is
Cold
I'm
day in hell.
gonna shoot it kind of like on the floor near his legs, so if he does survive this, he'll slip.
Okay.
Yeah. Advantage?
I'll give you advantage on that.
Yeah.
So, wait, you're freezing the floor.
He's doing a Sub-Zero.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And 16. So
Okay, yeah, you hit. What's the damage?
the damage is 5.
Okay.
I'm pretty proud of that.
It's a big
As well you
five.
should be.
A pool of deathly
All right.
frost.
All right, Tilda.
There you go. She's up too.
Oh, and there's one still alive?
Yep, it's got chunks of ice
And
and
it's
radiant
cowering.
damage burning.
There's one in the other
and
room too.
it's still cowering from you
It's on
guys.
fire.
I
It's
heard
been
it pounding
ice.
on the door. Thump, thump, thump.
Hold, so
Little one, I'm not sure you could say they're alive.
no, they're not alive, and I'm gonna make them dead.
Well, but how do you define the
And I'm
alive?
gonna miss.
What's
I
your
did
total?
that.
What's
But-
your total?
It's since it's plus 5, 9.
9 hits?
9 hits.
9 hits?
Okay.
But how
They
do you
got really
define
crappy
alive?
ACs.
Oh, that's excellent.
It's even crappier now after what poor Thrain did.
Restoration.
that would be 15 points of damage.
Okay, that finishes it off. Basically, you shoot your arrow, its head cracks open with your arrow, and more ash is just pouring out.
Okay, we got,
Can you say it's
we got
like, as it
we got
falls
like
down,
3
its
rounds
legs
left,
shatter?
So let's burst open the last door and take
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
You
So
know,
lady-
right by the door.
Okay.
Kick it open.
Corlynn.
I am going to, in my valiant way that I've been standing, kick the door open. In the name of Phandelver and the honor of this town and my delightful companion Gaelen, we are here to destroy you, vile fiend.
It understands
And
none of
when you
those
finish saying
words.
that, you see, and with the hint of light coming in the window, there's an undead creature cowering in the corner, literally shielding its face.
Oh, it doesn't like the sunlight?
It doesn't
no,
like
it's
the
the-
turn
As long as it
undead.
can hear
Because
me
you're
or see
Uh-huh.
me.
It knows.
Oh.
It senses
I thought-
the radiant like a cross to a
I
vampire.
see.
It senses the burning divine radiance.
Finish it off.
What a world! What a world!
Oh, that's
It's
my
inherently
beautiful
bad.
wickedness.
It's not
Okay.
dead.
Do you want to? We'll just say that you spend the next few moments hacking it to bits.
But it's
Yes.
gonna puff.
You know, I'm going to go and,
She holds her breath this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
hack it apart,
Okay.
take off its head,
You puff.
very valiantly.
Lady Corlynn, after a few moments, comes back in the doorway. Volcanic ash just bouncing off.
You know,
of
it does the
her
whole
steps.
brushing off dance move.
Precisely.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are now inside the long, dead, and
I'm gonna take her loot.
desiccated bar. Unfortunately, anything that would have been of value in here is long rotted away.
Coins
What
don't
about the
roll.
liquor
Yep.
behind the cabin?
Stop taking my
Is there any
wine.
liquor left? Liquor survived.
You actually find a small keg, but when you shake it, you can tell whatever was in it is now gone. Just
I feel like getting intoxicated anywhere near.
Intoxicated.
You know what?
Elves do not handle liquor well. It's
insulted.
I've been only being near liquor, and already I can't spell.
That's what happens. It's even worse if you drink tea in copious amounts.
Are you going to be
There's no-
pawing through the ash on the floor?
Yeah, like there's no tin. Come on.
Okay, so you're going to be pawing through the ash on the floor?
Yeah.
This is really
Okay,
sad.
give me a quick Constitution save.
I took my scarf around my neck.
Ash
Okay.
zombies.
If you put a scarf around your neck, I'll give you advantage on your save.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're not coughing your guts up.
Yep.
You do find...
You also happen to have cancer, and that's gone now.
I will give you that you found 5 copper pieces in the ash.
Copper.
As everyone in the group's watching you on your hands and knees digging around
And we're like-
the 2 inches of ash.
I'm going to
that
turn
lay
to
on
Salaton
the
and just
floor.
whisper quietly. I would have given her that.
Yes, we would have given her.
She
copper.
knows that cleaning her clothes is going to cost more than 5 copper.
Why would I need to clean them? It's dark. It fit right in.
As your knees are now.
Finds the ash zombie guts all over her.
Right, they might smell.
I can
think
blend
she's one of
into
them.
them. I can blend into the
got some more
shadows.
With puffs of white ash all over your hands and knees.
But strangely, none where her scarf was.
The most
Oh.
important area.
So where would you like to travel next?
Number 4.
You're wanting to head down to number 4.
Yeah.
So are you guys taking the road, or are you cutting through yards?
Road.
I take the road, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably swifter than walking
Through the
brush.
underbrush.
Okay. So you guys.
But let's have a listen this time.
And if we go through the bush,
They didn't make any sound the last time. I
but
listened.
if they're there, if we go through, there
Oh.
might be
You don't want to
bushes.
be taking the zombie with you.
Really?
No, we have
This
a
is
pet
really
zombie.
funny.
You took down something. with you.
God bless you. Lady Corlynn has gotten the last of the dust out of her, perhaps.
Finally, yes. It's pernicious, that dust.
Wait, guys! I left my mace back at the bar.
It's so funny watching these guys move the miniatures.
just as a group.
It's very Monty Python-esque, you know.
Wait, with the
It's more like the
We need some
Ministry
coconuts, you
of
know, like-
Curious,
Lovely
Wasps.
bunch of coconuts.
It's supposed to be coconuts.
this is so D&D after dark. What happened?
I'm afraid we're always after dark.
Machine that goes ping.
Used to be full of joy and jolly
And then
There
it
was
got dark.
much
and wild
rejoicing.
adventure.
Brave,
And
brave,
then things
Robin.
got dark.
Brave.
I'm blaming the dragon.
All right, so you guys come into this area. What do you
Make the
do?
noise.
So
You know, that doesn't really sound like the pitter-patter of little feet.
It's all of the armor because we can't actually stealth.
And because they're moving them in a clump. It's just hilarious.
you guys are all doing the huddle thing and then moving as a group. Team building exercise.
I don't know, it's like Scooby-Doo, like they're on
No,
tippy toes
we
or
do
something.
the thing where our hands, like we're holding each other's hands and we have to untie ourselves.
So as you let me go back a little. Okay. So the small house appears to be in better condition than the ruined and dilapidated structures nearby.
Should we knock?
Oh, you know.
The doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands, and thick shutters protect the window.
I'm gonna peek through the keyhole.
Oh,
Peek through the keyhole.
since I've had
Oh, okay.
time while we were walking to think, can I re-roll the arcane?
No, I didn't have that much.
Yeah, once
14.
14. You can tell someone has either is or has very recently been living in there. There's you see
Maybe it's a
you
druid.
notice provisions have been spread out.
The knocking is a good option, I believe, rather than just knocking
Hello?
down the door.
So someone's going to knock.
Right off. Knock, knock.
oh no, sure, just
Hello,
sort of-
is that you?
Hello.
Boy Scouts, would you like to buy some popcorn?
No, I brought honey biscuits from my aunt.
Oh, you're
House
like a
cleaning.
All
Girl
of a sudden,
Scout
you,
Avon!
cookies.
you hear it sounds like like a chair maybe bridged against the door to keep it locked.
My aunt Alderlead said
And
biscuits.
cautiously, the door creaks open, and you see a white, gaunt, bearded human who looks at you with weathered eyes.
Are you the druid?
I'm a druid.
I am Rydoth the Druid, yes.
Oh, hi.
Found
I'm Tilda Rumelick. Colleen Alderleaf is my aunt. I have a package for you.
Oh, quickly come in before the indigenous folk meet you.
We
Indigenous
met
folk.
some of your neighbors.
And he looks at.
This town needs a cleansing, and we're more than willing to do it.
Before we offer our services, we heard that you know of the
Cragmire Castle.
words.
He's having trouble with those words today.
It's just that he hasn't had enough imbibification.
Well, see, he turned 14, and next thing you know, it's all downhill from
Quick-
there. That's
Quickly,
true.
come in. We can discuss behind the door.
Yes, Sir Druid, we do move as a strange unit.
Don't Don't mock how we move.
It's called the cluster movement.
Don't mock like we sound like we're a bunch of insects.
They're like the Greeks, but with fewer shields.
Well, some of us do have carapaces on.
Okay, so he
skeleton.
He looks at you and says, "Rest." And goes back to he scribbles something in a book, giving you guys the glances across the room.
I'm still staring at him. I'm on a mission for my god.
Tilda gets out the package that her aunt gave him and hands it over to him.
He kind of looks at it. You see a smile on his withered cheeks and he goes, "Thanks."
You're most welcome.
And he goes over there and he almost does like the prison style, holds the bag while looking at you guys.
Stuffing in his cheeks like some sort of rodent.
So where's Cragmaw Castle?
We might want to say hello. How are you?
After all, he's not used to this.
Frankly, this is a town of zombies. I feel like I don't want to know the answer of how are you feeling.
Well, it's just polite.
Well, ever
really.
since my heart stopped beating, I felt
Little
fine.
lotion for your ashiness.
Perhaps ask him if he'd like to sit down to tea and discuss.
Tea!
We could discuss the local sites
Or,
over tea.
better idea, we could ask him where Cragmaw Castle is and leave before it gets dark.
Well, and we need to learn more about this town so we can, clean it up.
Well, we're going to clean it
I
up.
do not...
I support cleaning it up. We have friends
All I'm
possibly
saying-
dying at
all I'm
Cragmar
saying
Castle.
This is true.
That's a good.
Though I...
town will
That's a
keep.
good argument.
Though I
very
would
good
love
argument.
to enrich this community, I feel like the dwarf being tortured and possibly killed in the castle.
Now he cares about the dwarf.
That's
you know,
very novel, isn't
That was
it?
not his, complaint when we were deciding whether to go to
And
Thundertree or
Pretty
the
much as
Banshee.
this conversation's
Yes,
going on and you
in real
mention
time.
tea, the druid goes over and he starts his little teapot.
Oh, how delightful.
And,
He's putting the tea on.
and he kind of under his breath goes, Cragmaw Castle, southeast of here.
How far?
Let me get the map.
Why, it's not going to do you much good.
I know.
About 30 miles as the crow flies.
Because it's actually
You're a
not.
druid. Can you turn into a crow?
Of course.
Show me. I want to see.
Before you show your tricks, I would like to know, are there any entrances?
Well, there's got to be an entrance. Otherwise, nobody would be able to get in.
Yes, but I would
Yeah.
prefer if there was an entrance not filled with goblins with
Where
sharp
did you say
knives.
the Cragmaw Castle was?
He said
And
30
you
miles
pull out your
east.
map.
I pull out my map.
Okay. He comes over to you and still filling his cheeks with the biscuits.
Can you turn into a mastiff?
And,
That's creepy.
and
I'm just saying, that's just
he
creepy.
just takes his
He
dirty
did
old
come
finger
with
and
it.
points right there.
So
Okay.
it's closer to Phandelver.
Let's go!
Right there.
Right
In the
there.
forest.
Yay! Nothing ever
We
banishes
were
me to
so close when we were on the Tribor Trail.
You know where we'd be closer if, the Banshee.
You know, your love affair with this banshee is concerning to me. There's no future in it. Banshees are very demanding.
Yeah, and she's a one-hit wonder. She was only going to answer one question.
It's not like she could actually give you the book.
No.
The dwarf asked the druid.
And after he points to the map, he goes over and he goes to this little cupboard and he starts blowing dust and cobwebs off some cups that he's collected from his little adventures in here in town.
No,
Of
shouldn't
course, you notice he's not really blowing a lot of dust off. Just going,
Yeah, no, I'd rather. No.
shouldn't we leave before it gets dark?
No tea for me. I have my water skin.
Well, it's not like we're going to be able to get back to Phandelver in one day.
You know, that tea is filled with shame. That's what it is.
But-
right there.
But the road
Shady.
isn't filled with
Yeah.
zombies.
No, ogres and orcs.
We handled the orcs last time pretty well.
Well, we are.
He's
orc
making
killers.
tea. It would be polite to have it and then move on. He's done us a
And
favor.
as he reaches for the teapot and just with his back to you guys, you just can go, but could you handle a dragon?
A dragon?
Start
Dragon.
No,
we
dragon?
shouldn't be-
No!
What kind of dragon?
No!
I'm going to go
Is
over.
the dragon here?
and assist him with the tea by
Cleaning
cleaning
things.
out the cups.
I understand.
And then handing them to him. Oh, here's a cup that's quite ready for tea.
I understand that your
As he'll
desk.
pour you some willow bark tea.
I understand that
I'll
your.
pass that one to Thrain
Thank you.
and then clean another
I'll
cup.
sit.
and
Aw,
have it
you're
to-
so-
The dragon knows we're here.
I
now
understand
anyways.
that your destiny makes you want to leap bravely into the jaw of this dragon, but we can do that, I don't know, when we've saved the person being tortured and continued on our merry way.
Oh, to the Banshee, I assume. You're going to
No,
want
to Cragmaw Castle.
Oh, and then you're going to want to go see the Banshee.
No, if we go to Cragmaw Castle, I will be fine to returning here, and then
Just
we can
ask
go
the
to
druid
Banshee.
about your book too, while you have him.
Yes, because the druid knows about all books in this area.
He's
He seems a very knowledgeable fellow.
Yeah.
He's elderly.
Well, first of all,
That's
the
a lot of
dragon, is it
years.
here?
You're very hostile for such a thin person.
Because
he's
he
just-
doesn't eat.
He just kind of silently nods while he's making the tea.
See? Dragon's here.
and up on the hill.
Is he friendly, this dragon?
What color is he?
Green, the worst kind of dragon.
See, the worst kind.
The type that poison and kill the land.
The type that poisons and kills the land.
I hear this echo in my head.
I know, it's like,
How, has it been poisoning this land?
It just recently moved in.
Oh,
just
dear.
recently.
So
So it was the option of the hot now that caused the evacuation, and they moved in after.
He's been here a while, but he just recently moved into the tower up on the hill.
So it's not
Oh.
the
Oh,
the
he's
cause
quite
for your
close.
revenge. Now we can go and then
He's
come
literally
I'm
a
surprised you
neighbor.
didn't see him flying around town.
Oh, well, we were being sneaky, as is our way.
Not. We were killing zombies.
As
And there was
he
silence.
looks at your ash-stained clothes, obviously.
back. Though I'd be very interested in seeing Green Dragon. I've only read about them. I would prefer to return to it after we've, gone and rescued our employer that's paying us.
Well, have you
I agree
considered?
with the elf. We should go rescue Gunyan.
Well, we have to go rescue.
We have to rescue Gundren, yes.
He's,
If the dragon attacks us on the way out of town, though,
Then we
will go.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I will let you bravely
We're noisy
jump
enough.
into his.
The druid kind of goes over and opens the door, looks up, closes the door. It's probably sleeping this time of day.
Great.
What time does it wake up?
We should leave before then.
And he basically goes outside and opens the door. Usually does a flyby in about 3 or 4 hours.
Then let's leave
So we
before
have
then.
Time for
we
tea.
go to, yes, drink some tea and then
There's
head
always
forth.
time for tea.
I
It's a very good English
Just
custom.
some-
Whether you cold or hot, if you need to pick up a teacup, will always oh,
Hit the
God,
spot.
I totally just
Like, you're ruining Professor Elemental.
No.
Oh, there's no ruining.
couldn't we
Professor.
ask
That's
for
true.
some tea, leave, and then prepare it on the road?
Perhaps he
drink
has a
it?
to-go mug.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't take any time to drink some tea. It's like your ale. You just drink it down in one gulp.
I like mine with honey.
So, Druid, it seems
Ale
that
or tea?
If you're gonna leave, then I suggest you
Are you-
leave before you get yourselves killed out here.
Exactly.
I
As
am
you-
not afraid.
That is not a good
She's not
sign.
terribly bright, but she's not afraid.
Sir,
I can't deny that.
Sir Druid, is there any other wisdom you feel that might be useful to us as we make our way to save our companion at the castle?
Have you been by the castle? Are there lots of goblins? Are
Yes.
there bugbears? Ooh, have you met the spider?
What do you know of the spider?
Is he the king of bugbears?
I think the bugbears should
only-
probably have their own king.
The only spiders I know, and he basically is gesturing into town, is the spiders living over in the house over there, and of course you're in the house.
Great.
so-
Spiders.
Arachnophobia much?
As for Cragmaw Castle, there's quite a few goblins floating around out there.
Anything else?
It's a known fact you're never more than 10 feet from a spider, no matter where you are.
Right
Let's go
now?
see her on the ice.
Are you saying like right this second?
Uh-huh.
There's probably
There's some.
Everybody look up now. It's like they're in the
No,
walls.
I forgot my anti-anxiety medication.
Oh no, they'd be nesting under the table in the shadows.
Ow!
Just stop doing what
Spiders
that
are our
I was
friends.
doing.
There's only one way we can clear it. Crowd of daggers right here. No spiders will survive.
Burn them out. Okay.
Burning hands.
Burning
Do you have
hands
any
on!
What else can you tell us about Cragmore Castle?
All that I know is that it's full of goblins.
Anything else?
Is there a secret way in?
Do you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't know
Not
anything
that
about the
I know of.
spiders.
Secret way in.
Nope.
This elf is looking for a magic book. You know anything about that was held at the castle?
It's not held at the castle.
Oh.
What's the
Sorry.
name of the book?
Yeah,
I'm
does the
so
book have a title?
excited.
How to win friends and influence people?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
I don't need that, no. Whatever the book's called.
And the druid just kind of walks over to you and hands you a wooden teacup. And
That Lady Corlynn cleaned, of course.
and he points the wooden cup. Don't do magic.
Don't do magic. Well,
And he points to the
I
wooden cup that you've got there. He's a druid, not a wizard. Big difference.
You see, druids
I'm
aren't.
just saying if he knew about it. That's all I'm
You see,
asking.
druids aren't bright enough to harness the true arcane powers.
I hope
so
you're
they.
not saying this out loud.
Yes,
in
he
front of our
is.
host.
No, I'm just.
So you're saying?
No, I am not.
Well, if you're saying
Gauntlet
to
been
her-
thrown.
Because our host is a delightful gentleman. Did you see his beard? It's marvelous.
And he has tea.
It's excellent tea. I finished mine. It was very good. Can I help you clear up the tea things?
Will of our tea's
and he gestures no, and he quietly goes over there to the teapot and kind of like shakes out the willow bark that he had in there and kind of sweeps it into the corner of the house and pours. You see him with, his unclean hands just grab and crush some more up into the teapot and put it over a candle.
Huh. All right then.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
hands.
the tea was delicious. It was so ever so good. I never had anything quite like it before.
I wonder whose idea it was to
The
save
chunky
for the
bits
tea.
were my favorite.
And he just kind of looks at you guys. If you are going to be staying around, I would appreciate if you can convince that dragon to leave.
See,
Is he
he
big on time?
needs us to cleanse the village.
We must
The-
come back then after we save Gundren.
All I have to do is wait a couple hours.
Do you think we can? I mean, I don't know that I wore the
If
right
you want, you can wait.
helmet for the
But
dragon.
I'm saying, actually, what do I know about green dragons?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Arcane,
Okay, don't they like spit like
religion, knowledge.
poison?
Go
yeah.
ahead, knowledge.
Or something.
Where's knowledge?
I would
It's
just
your
like.
intel.
I would like to point
Insight
out
or investigation.
that he's been living in this
Insight.
village and stuff with that dragon moved in. Okay.
Uh,
we don't know if
What'd
Gundren's
you roll?
okay.
Yes,
25.
we'll come back for
At
the
25, it's a green dragon.
I got a natural 20, just so you know.
It spews poison. Thoroughly evil green dragons delight in subverting and corrupting the good-hearted. They prefer to dwell in ancient forests.
Yes, but I was looking for more information of how easily it
forces
can
that
kill
different.
us, how we could convince it to leave.
From what you've heard and piecing it together, you think it's a young green dragon, which means, see this miniature?
Yeah.
It looks exactly like that,
Okay, good.
size and all.
Okay, yeah.
And it's...
I'm guessing this is scale, not actual size, or that's going to be very
Compared
non-intimidating.
to
That's
us,
to
it's
scale.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Good.
it's a baby. We can kill it.
To give you an
Cut its
idea,
head off
it's...
and mount it.
Okay, yeah, but still, a baby green dragon, just
Well, it's not a baby, it's young, which means
It's
it's,
a juvenile.
500 is...
It's a teenager. Teenagers
Yeah.
are easy to kill. They're so distractible.
I disagree. This is one of...
You know that, from your knowledge, you know that this is one hell of a hard knockdown fight.
It's
Then
a hard
I
knock
will-
life.
I will
For
tell
us.
that, and I will emphasize how evil it is, and how it is a fight, how hard the fight will be.
Sir Druid, will you survive as we go rescue our companion until we can come hence once more to assist you?
And will my companions, will you come with me to kill this dragon? Should we leave now to save Gundren?
Yes,
I
leave
shall
now.
return
Aye.
with you.
Aye.
Sure, why the heck not? Dragons are interesting.
He kind of looks kind of disapprovingly at you guys. He's getting himself some tea, but he's like, well, hope you don't get yourselves killed.
Oh, that's ever the hope.
Death comes to everyone, I guess, except if you're a zombie.
Then it comes twice.
You see, our friend has been in the ungentle care of the goblins for many days, and we fear for his safety.
In Cragmaw Castle.
So his trouble's a bit more imminent than yours right now.
I would love to give him the whole story, but like he said, the dragon, which is quite deadly, will fly around in 2 hours and
Or less,
Okay,
or maybe
so-
he woke up early.
So
Did he just move in this morning? I don't think so.
He's willing to provide you guys some provisions if you
that's
need
nice.
some extra water that he's got.
We can share some Bertram with him.
He doesn't eat meat.
Something tells me that.
I shall take my knee before the Druid and hold talent to my breast. And I shall say to the Druid, Sir Druid, whose name I cannot pronounce.
I'm loading the wagon as we do this.
Okay. So you're heading all the way back to the wagon?
I thought we'd move
By
the wagon.
yourself.
Then no.
Yeah, you probably don't want to move the wagon through town. That's kind
You have
of
to
Zombies
Let me
are
give my
about plant
speech.
monsters too.
Yeah, we want to get
allow
Davey out
the
here.
lady her speech time.
Sir Druid, whose name I cannot pronounce, I promise you, by the honor of my family and our great tradition of service and servitude, or having those who serve us with servitude, that I shall return here with my companions to rid you of this vile dragon and to cleanse your town and to promote the destiny of my dear companion,
To promote
Gaelen.
Thank
general
you, Lady
welfare.
Corlynn. We will cleanse this town and restore it to its natural prosperity.
I did not know that we were now street cleaners or the neighborhood
Okay.
watch.
So as you leave as a group, the druid kind of gives you, Gaelen, a gesture to come back for just a moment.
Okay.
And he
Don't let him touch you.
he basically is he's avoiding eye contact while talking to you. You notice that this guy does not talk a lot. He's not a social person. But he looks at you and says, you seem passionate to save this place.
This was my home once before we had to flee, and it shall be again.
And he seems to smile when you say that. So you give me your word that you shall return?
How many words
It
does
is
he
my
need?
destiny. I will return, and with it, I will restore Thundertree.
It should be like a musical interlude right
Bum,
there.
bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Another one
Bites
bites
the
the dust.
Because
that's what your tongue is.
And another one's gone. And another one's gone.
he comes in close to you and basically, if you can help me in driving off Venom Fang, the dragon, I would be willing to introduce you to the organization I belong to, the Emerald Enclave. We seek to balance nature.
And now we have created the unlikely neighborhood watch.
Return to me when you are ready to drive off Venom Fang.
You will expect me in future. For as soon as we have accomplished the task we were promised to do, I will return.
Okay. And he gets back to busying himself. Okay, so you guys are heading out of town?
Don't do magic. Turn into bears. That's what you should do.
Okay. So as you guys are getting back to the wagon and heading out of town, that's a good place to stop it there.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay, we lived!
We did.
Gundren here. Why haven't those adventurers found me yet? I'm betting it's 'cause they're having such a great time at Tucson Games and Gadgets in their amazing gaming room. Now get off your duff and save me, my friends. Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, Be careful out there. There be dragons about.